Hello everyone, Silvercontrail here. Today I am playing Agrarian Skies 2, and I'm playing on the... Actually, I don't remember what map this is. Let's go back to the title real quick. This is, of course, the Jaded Cat. Jade Cat. Jade Cat or Jaded Cat? Jaded Cat's mod pack. You may remember Agrarian Skies 1. It was a very, very popular mod pack for a long time. This is the sequel. This is in alpha, apparently. But it's got this really cool little menu here. Lots of YouTubers already playing this. It comes with a lot of maps, and you can download more maps. Of course, you can get this mod pack on the Curse launcher, the Curse voice launcher, which you'll need to get from the Curse website. You won't be able to get this through normal Feed the Beast. Although there is a workaround to get it to work on something like multi-MC, but you do have to go to Curse and download it. The custom map I'm going to be playing this on is Material Skies Cubed. This is made by Parcel31U, the same guy who made Material Energy Cubed and who also happens to be in the room directly above me. And we'll go ahead and load this world back up. So this world's got some stuff starting off in it, and that is it's got an ME system already built in, which is pretty cool actually. It's already got one of these. Now it doesn't have everything applied to it, but it does have a little. It's a little bit more convenient. Oh, okay, so these aren't. What are these? AE cables and or bus. My Wayla does not know what to make of these things. It's having a hard time determining exactly what they are. And it's got some stuff in it. So, Agrarian Skies, if you're not familiar with it, is a hardcore questing map. So if we open up our quest book, we have hardcore questing mode on. This is basically the sequel to Agrarian Skies 1. So we're back out here in the void, and we've got to rebuild the world. And we'll click here to start. Now, I've already played a little bit of this. I played it on a different map. I didn't play it on this one. But we'll go ahead and jump in here anyways. So our starting quests are, let's see, we've got Learning to Skyblock, which explains some of the beginnings information, sort of like a tutorial. Gets you through everything you'll need to survive out here. Mostly deals with the Ex Nihilo mod, which allows you to make something from nothing, basically. There's Sky Farm, which apparently is unnamed. Doesn't have a lot in it. Kitchen Nightmares, which is based around making food, but we can't get into that until we do some forestry stuff. And there's Mob Hunter. Many terrible monsters inhabit the void. Destroy them before they destroy you, and ignore those meta guys. They're a bit silly. Interesting. You can make pointy sticks. Okay. Oh, went too far. There's also some reputation here, which I didn't really mess with too much. There's a lot of these different guilds that you can become a part of. There's also apparently some different pathways you can go down, which is kind of interesting. Like your choices matter, sort of like light side, dark side reputation in a Star Wars game. But yeah, let's begin looking at the Learning to Skyblock. The first step is understanding how to turn in quests. And it just wants us to get some oak wood and submit that, or actually detect that we have it. We don't have any oak wood in here. The other thing you'll notice is that my inventory is blocked off, and that is an intentional design. Every time you earn an achievement, this stuff, one of these will open up. You can also open them up with trophies. Shoot. Oh, you can go down here. I didn't know there was a path here. Oh, cool. What's this? I don't know what this is. Molecular assembler. Okay. Crystal growth chamber. Pattern encoder. Some auto crafting setups. Oh, some drives down here. A little chest. Doesn't have anything in it. Okay, and another auto molecular assembler chamber. So we can put all kinds of different things in there. Pretty cool. Let's go back upstairs. So in standard material energy fashion, we've got all of the applied energistic stuff, and that's going to be really helpful. But first things first, we're going to need trees, because we need we need that green stuff. Not money, leaves, trees, wood, logs, all sorts of things. I can grow this here, right? I don't want to... Okay, cool. And we'll get another achievement. And now I have more inventory space because that last one that was right here is now open. That'll also get us our first quest, or our first step in our first quest. And then we go to our next one. We need to get some oak planks. Okay, and then we need to manually submit an oak plank, and it's going to eat one of them. And then we've done it. Sweet. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to get an apple. We're going to get a little bit of reputation, some light, Guild of the Craftsmen, Farmers, and Adventurers. And then we get either the Pick of Tears or the Pan of Misfortune. I'm going to take the Pan of Misfortune. And there we go. We got it. Okay, let's harvest the rest of this. So the beginning of this is a little slow, but from what I played, this version of Agrarian Sky seems to get started a little bit quicker. It doesn't take quite as long. I think it gives you only one piece of dirt, or maybe two. I think there's one that's hidden in the original Agrarian Sky, so it takes a long time. It also doesn't give you any bone meal in certain versions, or not very much. That's how I remember it anyways. In this version, he gives you like 2 stacks of bone meal, and that helps you get started a lot faster, at least from what I've seen. Food is probably the biggest issue. I don't know what this is. Soul Chunk Claimer. Interesting. And sugar charcoal blocks, which apparently can fit into my headspace. Oh, I guess they can't anymore. Sugar charcoal. I don't even know... Oh, this is from Mine Factory? Okay, I didn't know MFR was even on this pack. So I'm going to go ahead and start storing things down here. I don't know what this is. Delving into the darkness. Oh, this is blood magic. Okay. I don't know what that is, so I'm going to get rid of that as well. Okay, let's get back up here. And we need to make some more stuff. One of those things is a crafting bench, although I don't think any of these are crafting terminals, so we do need a crafting bench. Yeah, these are all just access terminals. And we'll get a little achievement here, and we'll open up another spot. Sweet. Okay. And then we want to make, and this is personally sort of a personal choice of mine, preference of mine, to go ahead and make a crook almost immediately. The crook is from Ex Nihilo, that mod I mentioned earlier. There we go. And what this is going to do is it's going to potentially cause a silkworm to drop while I'm attacking these leaves. And with a silkworm, I can infect the trees with silkworms, and that will infect all the leaves. And then if I take my crook again and I mine those leaves out, I can get string. And with string, I can make a bed, which is handy for skipping the night. This place is powered with solar panels. You can see them kind of scattered throughout. And I want to make sure that I keep them powered. For now, anyways. I don't actually know. From Solar Flux? Okay. Yeah, so let's put down... Are these things emitting light? I can't tell. It's very bright out here. They have little, like, electric... Oh, I guess they're charge quartz fixtures. Okay, that makes sense. We'll put down a bunch of these guys, so hopefully we'll use a little bit less bone meal while we're mining this, or while trying to get trees. Oh, there's one. Sweet. Okay, we got a silkworm, so I'm going to go ahead and infect this tree. And now over time, it's going to convert those leaves, and we'll be able to get some stuff from them. Anyways, let's back off, and let's check out some of the other quests here. So there's one about inventory slots that's talking about how if we get an achievement, we're going to open up one of the inventory slots, and there's also a trophy that we can get that will open up a slot. What we need to do is make a wooden pick, and that'll get us an achievement, and it'll get us our quest. Consume that, and then we claim our reward. We either get fruit juice or some raw fish. We'll grab the fruit juice, I guess. And get a little bit of Guild Adventures reputation. And we get some chests. Pretty sweet. So we can dump this stuff in here really at any point. There's actually quite a bit of stuff in here already, which I'm kind of surprised, and I feel like I won't touch it for a while. Because it kind of defeats the purpose a little bit. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, never mind. Yeah, these aren't too bad. There's a little bit of extra dirt here, more than probably should have, but I think it's okay. Okay, and then we've got the trophies, and what we can do is that this unlocks one of our slots here. So if I use it, it's going to unlock an inventory slot. Use another one, unlock another one, and use another one, and unlock another one. So pretty cool. So we've almost got... so we have half of our inventory slots are open again. And this thing's doing its job pretty well. Okay, so let's pop open that book and check out what our next quests are. Getting equipped. One of the big things about this mod is that it's got Iguana Tweaks and Tinker's Construct. Iguana Tweaks changes Tinker's Construct and changes vanilla tools. What it basically does is it makes it so vanilla tools cannot be used except for crafting purposes. And that is going to force us to use Tinker's Construct tools instead. So we're going to make some stencils or some blank patterns, and then we're going to make... Oh, let's actually go and grab all that. Let's grab this guy. If we put a crafting bench on our table, we get a crafting station. Plop that right back down. Then we need... What do we need? Quite a bit of stuff, actually. Here's a chest, and we can get our pattern chest. We're going to get some stuff from that. Information on Tinker's Construct. And then we want a part builder. And what do we need? We need the tool station and the stencil table. I think there's this one. Here's our stencil table. And we need our, what did I say? Tool station. And we make that with a crafting station and a blank pattern. And since I still kind of want this crafting station, let's just make another one. Make another one, put a pattern on top of it, and there's our tool station. Ta-da! Tools. It wants us to make a flint head axe, or a flint axe head. And for that, we're going to have to actually use our materials here. So if we go, let's see, where is the best place to put these? We'll put them along here for now. We'll probably move them later. Stencil table, part builder goes here, put that here. And then our tool station can go here. Okay, and then we need some stencils. Maybe. There we go. And grab some patterns. Okay. So we need to create a stencil of the flint axe head. So we need the axe head pattern. So we grab that. We go to our part builder, put that in here. And then put some flint in, and we get the flint axe head. Pull that out, and that is what we need. So we are good to go. So we get either eggs or a milk bottle. I think egg is the best because you can possibly get a chicken from it, and then you get an infinite supply of eggs, which is not too bad. Anything you can have an infinite amount of is good, usually. Okay, So that's going to move us to 3 new quests. We've got one on Mary Had a Little something. Wants us to kill one skeleton and 1 zombie. Mob parts are frequently needed in esoteric purposes, as well as eating. To get mobs, you will need to build a place for them to spawn. Basic mob tower is 27 blocks high and contains a hole in the center which has water pushing them. Yeah, so it's basically saying mega mob farm. We'll get a full heart, a spawn cow, a pot, and a reward bag. Well, we don't... Hold on. Okay, good. Lives are not active, so I can die as many times as I want, which I think is the way to do it. So I don't die from any dire derps, or pahi derps. There's an episode where Pahamar and Direwolf are playing the original Agrarian Skies, and Pahamar mines out the block directly beneath, oh yes, spawn sheep and some seeds. Directly beneath Direwolf as he's coming down from the top level, and he basically just runs straight through the hole, and it is 100% hilarious. There's a GIF of it out there on the internet. They are playing Agrarian Skies 2 right now. I think they finally finished up my brother's map, which was Material Energy Hypercubed, and I think they're playing that now. Okay, so again, we got the string. That was for one of the other quests. Sorry, I got a little distracted there. And we can make a bed now. Of course, it's day, so I'm probably going to hold off on this just for a moment. Put these in here. So these things should be collecting power soon? I don't know. I'm not really sure how they work. I've never messed with this mod before, whatever it happens to be. Unfortunately, if you do use a silkworm, you won't get any sapling drops, I believe. So you gotta kind of balance it out. Early game Agrarian Skies is a little bit of a balancing act. You can run out of materials and then basically lose. So you really don't want to do that if you can avoid it anyways. Let's put that in there, let's put that in there, let's put that in there for now. Okay. So yeah, we got strings attached where we needed to make a crook, we needed worms, and then we needed string, and I already did all that. So we got that good. Done and good. This one's asking us to use some crops, to mess with crops. I don't think we have any water. Oh yes we do. Okay, right here. Sweet. One of the maps I played on, it gave you a water source block. So we want to get some crops, and these you can make with sticks. So you grab 4 sticks and then you make some crop sticks. I've got a couple of seeds here. I don't see any other seeds in here. That's fine. What we'll do is, if we have any dirt, which we do, it's right here. We got double compressed dirt, which is apparently 81 dirt. So Parcel's starting us off with a lot more dirt than you normally will get on some of the other maps. Certainly every custom map has different amounts of stuff in it. I certainly don't mind when mod makers decide to give me, or map makers I guess, decide to give me a little bit more, just to reduce some of the tedium, especially in a map like this, where it can get tedious to accomplish this sort of stuff. Very quickly. Okay, let's grab this. Okay, and then we'll go a little bit further. How about that? We'll put some water there. Oh, there's 2 buckets of it. Should really make an infinite water source now that I think about it. we make one, then we can always get more water some other time. Rather than me accidentally doing something with this and then losing it. That would not be cool. Not be happy about that. Okay. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Oop. A little too far. Okay. And then we need our second water bucket. We can fill these guys up. Awesome. Put them back in here. And now what we're going to do is plant these crop sticks. But wait, we can't plant them. We can't even till the soil. And we can't even use a hoe if I wanted to, if I tried to make one. As you can see, this hoe cannot be used to hose anything. To hoe anything. It can only be used for crafting. So we got to make a Tinker's Construct tool that can till the ground. And thankfully there is one. And it uses a part that we already made, and we'll need the flint back, and we'll need to put the pan away, because my inventory space is still super limited. We need to put that there. Okay, so we need 1 flint, we got it. We need the blank patterns, we got it. And we need this, the flint axe head. Okay, sweet. So we'll go back to our stencil table. We need to make a stencil for the shovel, I believe. Let's double check. What we're trying to make here is the mattock. This requires a special ability as a hoe. We need an axe head, a shovel head, and a handle. So we'll need to make the shovel head, which is right here, shovel head pattern. And then we need to make the tool rod pattern. Okay. And we're just going to plug the... Oop, that's the wrong spot. Put this here. Make the flint shovel head. And we'll put that in here. Got our pattern chest, which is right above it. And we can make our... Oop, that goes there. Our tool... Our wooden tool rod. And then we go, it's like this. Put our tool rod here. Axe head. Flint shovel head. And here it is. Excellent. Okay, so we're gonna run up here. We're gonna. And we're gonna do some crop sticks, and then we're gonna put that here. Now, I'm under the impression that you can do crossbreeding between different crops. I haven't tried it myself yet. I would like to, though. It seems pretty cool. I know you can use some of them in the Mutatrons, or maybe that's just the forestry stuff. Maybe I'm, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. That's entirely possible. Let's check out the quest book here. So we got this. We can either get a hoe, which is same thing as this, or we can get some potato seeds. And I like to grab the potato seeds because I already got one of these. I say this like I've played this a dozen times. I have not. I have played it one time. And we'll get some potato seeds in there. Sweet. I guess you can use lettuce seeds too. I don't know what that's like. Should make some more crops, I guess. Some crop sticks. And plant like all of the plants that I could plant. Lettuce. Oh, that's cool. And then we've got no seeds in here, unfortunately. Okay. So that brings us to relaxing, which is for fishing apparently, sifting, and resource grind. We'll want to make one of these barrels. The barrels is another part of Ex Nihilo. This is how you make dirt. Because we're going to need, obviously we're going to need dirt. And the way we do that is by compounding it. And once we have dirt, we can start to turn that dirt into stone. And once we have stone, we can start to make all sorts of things. And it sort of builds up from there. Let's go ahead and put this over here. And then we're going to need to make... shoot, I think I'm one string short. Okay. We're going to need this, too. So I'll go ahead and grab one soap. We already got a silkworm. Or wait, no, do I have enough? Oh, sweet, I do have enough. Okay, sweet. 2 silk meshes. Okay, so the silk mesh. This is part of a crafting recipe that we're going to need for... Oh, I don't have sticks. Oh, I don't have enough wood. Okay, I'm going to need some more wood. Come on. There we go. So this thing's part axe, part shovel, part hoe. 100% cool. Okay, so we need some sticks, and I think they go like this, and then here, and then you go the 2 meshes. Alright, and then here's the sieve. This is what we're primarily... Oh man, it turned into a big tree. Dang it. I don't like big trees. Alright, we'll hold off on that. Okay, so how this works. The oak barrel can contain water, it can contain plant matter. I don't know if it can contain other things. What we can do is get a bunch of saplings, and then if we take, I think it's 8 saplings, and we put them into the barrel, it will compost it into 1 dirt, which is what we need. Put that, oh, put that there. And with that 1 dirt, we can then process it with sieve and turn it into cobblestone. And we will probably repeat that process a bunch of times. And once we get cobblestone, we can make a furnace. And with the furnace, we can start to smelt clay, which we can also get clay from filling this barrel up with water. Although, since we have water, I don't know if we need to do that. I'm not quite sure if that changes the progression at all. I'm trying to get these mined out, and it's really struggling. I'm really struggling. The sun's about to go down again, which is my cue to go ahead and end the episode. Yeah, I don't have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so basically I would just fill this up, and that's filled, and then if you can see my wayla, it's very tiny in the corner over there. It's composting right now. This will turn into a dirt block, and then I can put it in here, and we can get some other stuff out of it. We'll get some stone, we can turn it into cobblestone, and we can get a spawn pig and a rainmaker. So I think we made a lot of progress for the first day. There's a lot of stuff I have to do off camera, so I'm probably going to continue to work on getting a lot of wood together, getting stone out of this machine here, and hopefully we will be good to go very, very soon. Because, yeah, I definitely want to be... Oh, excuse me. I definitely want to be moving on to some of the harder quests soon. And also expanding out the base, because we're kind of limited on space right now. But it'll be pretty cool. Pretty soon. I'm going to be starving, though. Very quickly. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think. Again, sorry about Hubris. It just became unplayable. Thankfully, there's nothing here to drop my frame rate, so I will be good to go. Oh, here we go. We got our dirt. And then we can just place the dirt here. We can sift through it. We can get our stone. Take our stone, craft it into cobblestone, and another quest completed. Actually, 2 of them completed. Sweet. Okay, the Rainmaker. I did not know what that did. Word of warning, don't just place that anywhere, because it will explode. Will explode. I'm going to get the peg from that. We get our first reward bag, too. Sweet. Wonder what's in it. Let's see. Plain reward. Get some mystical purple flower and some flower seeds. I don't know what Botania stuff does, so it doesn't. Oh no, it's Agricraft. That's Botania. All right. Once again, thank you guys for watching, and until next time, then.